My morning routine is that I get up and read the New York Times, look at the weather, watch Morning Joe, and go to the gym and come back and work. And that's if I'm working from home. Otherwise, I'm on the road. We went on a trip throughout Greece, both on a boat for a week and then with a guided tour the second week, and we went with another family. And my daughter was 7, and she remembers that as the very best vacation ever. So therefore, it was my best vacation ever. I think my favorite book is The Power of One. I think it was really meaningful because it talked about the opportunity of one person to make a difference. It's really about a young boy who becomes a fighter, believe it or not. So it wasn't necessarily something I thought I would really like, but he has an innate goodness and that goodness he's able to share with the people that he interacts with. And it's a really wonderful book. I like to walk on the treadmill, and then I do the elliptical, and now that I'm getting older, I'm trying to do some weightlifting, which I don't like. No more than 2. Well, I try to get at least 7, so typically 7, and after that I just can't sleep anymore. I think the year that I was president of the American Heart Association. So I think that was a really broadening experience for me. I was very honored to do it, and I was impressed with how many people throughout the world the American Heart Association touches. So it was great. Well, when I started in cardiology, there were very few women in cardiology, but there was one, Bernadine Bulkley Healy, who's not alive anymore, sadly, was my absolute role model as a woman. There weren't a lot of other women in medicine, and so she was my role model for very long. I think throughout history, I've really admired Eleanor Roosevelt. I think hearing my daughter say she got into the college of her choice, and I don't think she believed she was going to get in. She called me, and this voice of hers that said, "Mom, I got in." And it was just, I wish I could have captured it because it was a really wonderful moment. When I went to college, I said I was going to be an actress or a physical therapist, so that's a pretty broad range. Never even occurred to me to be a doctor because there were so few women that were. I did a little bit of acting, but it never really occurred to me to do that for real. And then I became a doctor. I've often thought, is there something else I could do? Being a physician was really a calling. I can't picture being anything else. It's not really answering your question, but I just can't even imagine.